Wow, aren't you guys so excited for how shitty this quality is? Okay. Focus, pocus. Hi guys. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Tate. What's up, y'all? Today clearly I'm not in my normal setup. I'm also not indoors. There's no reason for this. I'm literally just sitting in the middle of the field by my apartment because it's nice outside and I want to. Which is also why this is a vlog style, but like y'all can deal with it. So today, what we're doing, I just realized I have to hold my phone up the whole time. What we're doing today is talking about my Asian Readathon TBR. You don't know what the Asian Readathon is? You can take a guess. It is a readathon for Asian stuff. Asian books, in this case. Read with Cindy started it, so I will link her channel and like her announcement video. The real announcement video, not the April Fool's one, although that was beautiful, just beautifully done. This readathon is for the whole month of May, which is Asian Pacific Heritage Month, I believe. Yeah, Asian Pacific American Heritage Month is May. So that's why this is happening in May. I'll just go over the challenges and all the books that I'm doing with them, all that fun stuff. There are 5 challenges. Cindy made them all simple because it's Cindy and we love her. This is also, this is the perfect setup to talk about my TBR because this is also low energy. So love you, Cindy. But there are 5 challenges, and the twist with all of them is all of them have to come from a different ethnicity. So if you have one book is by a Japanese author, then you can't use something Japanese for another one, if that makes sense. And you can also double up, but I decided not to because I wanted to read as many as I could. The first challenge is a book by an Asian author. Just read a book that has an Asian author. It might also be a main Asian character, but I don't know. I did Asian author. Oh shit. For this book, I am doing The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi, who is Indian. This book I will have by the time that May comes around. It's just going to my house where my parents live instead of here because I might be moved out before it gets here. So I will have that physically, but yeah, this one's simple. Asian author, Asian book. Good job. Moving on. The next one is a graphic novel. A graphic novel? Jesus fuck. Okay. The next challenge is a graphic novel with Asian representation, like a main character, or with an Asian author. I cannot speak, I am sorry. And for this, I am choosing Ms. Marvel Volume 1 because the main character is Pakistani. And from what I know, the writer is also Muslim. I don't know if they're Pakistani specifically, but I know that they're Muslim. But yeah, so that counts, and I'm very excited because I've wanted to get into comics and stuff, so I think this is a good idea. The third book I have physically, and it is a book with an intersectional Asian identity, whether that's disabled or queer or any other thing like that. And for that, I am doing Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nyan. This book is also the Banana Book Buddies pick of the month for May, so this is very helpful. If you don't know what that is, I will link it down below. It's headed by Sean from Sean and Banana Books, also known as Love of My Life, so put that down below. But yes, I haven't talked about what any of these are about. Fuck. Gilded Wolves, I don't know what it is, I just know that there's like a heist. Okay, Ms. Marvel, about Pakistani American girl who becomes a superhero. Don't know much else besides that. I did not research for this, can you tell? This is all I know, is that there are girls who are called like paper girls, and they're kind of at the whim of others. She's part of like the paper caste, which is like the lowest class, but she has something special, like her eyes or something are special, and that means something, I guess. Shut up. Like, if you're locked out of your car, you're locked out of your car. Like, that's not my problem. And then so she gets whisked up into like royalty and stuff, and she wants to escape. She gets sent to the palace and she's now like oppressed there, and then she falls in love. This is intersectional because there's female rep. The main character is, I believe, lesbian? I'm not sure, but it's very beautiful and gay, so we love that. The fourth challenge is read a book written in the author's native language that was then translated to whatever language you're reading in, which in my case is English. For this one, I'm doing The Life-Changing Art of Tidying Up. I think that's what it's called, by Marie Kondo. The one that inspired the tidying up, like the does this spark joy, that thing, that was originally written in Korean and translated, so we love that. This is like a non-fiction self-help book about tidying up and only keeping things that spark joy and stuff like that. I will have this book physically as well. It's just at my parents' house and I'm not there yet, but I wanted to film this before May came. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say, Girls of Paper and Fire, the author is Chinese, so we have Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, and now Korean. And then the last book is the group book, which is 1,000 Beginnings and Endings by lots of authors. I believe it was edited by Ellen O and Elsie Chapman, and it's just a lot of stories about Japanese identity and stuff like that. Those are all the books, but I have some alternates and extras because I can't make decisions and I want to read more than just the 5 if I can, and I also want to, I just want to read as many books as I can, and just in case I don't like any of the books and I decide to DNF, to get one that fills the challenge. The first one is Always and Forever Laura Jean by Jenny Han. Jenny Han is Korean, the main character is Korean American. This is the 3rd book in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series, which if you haven't read it, just go Google it. Like, I don't have time. That one would probably just work for the book by an Asian author. I just want to read it because, as I mentioned in my March wrap up, I started reading it and then I didn't finish it before it got returned to the library because I suck. The next book that I want to try to read this month if I have more time is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. Yes, I have not read this yet. Everyone shut up. And this is even, I have an arc. Oh my gosh, this only came out 1 year ago? Oh my god. 2018 was so long. This came out in March 2018. Jesus fuck. Also, that was over a year ago. Where's 2019 going? Anyway, that's totally off topic. This book follows our main character, Lei, whose mom committed suicide, and she believes that her mom turned into a bird, and so I think she goes to Taiwan where her mom's family is, and it's just kind of like trying to deal with her loss and trying to like find her mom, I guess, in bird form, because she believes that her, that's what her mom is now. This one could work for a book by an Asian author. It could also, I believe it could work for intersectional identity because there's a lot of talk about mental health in this, so I think that would work, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm just reading it because I want to read more Asian books this month. But yeah, this is obviously Taiwanese, so here's that. Yay. Oh my god, my hand hurts so bad. Why did I do this? I'm playing an entire video vlog style. The next book that I might want to read is one that I've already told myself I was going to read for a readathon, so let's see if second time's the charm, and that is Darius the Great is Not Okay by Adib Khorram. This follows our main character, Darius. But he's never been to Iran, he doesn't feel like he fits in. I think there's a specific quote on the back that it says like he knows Klingon better than Farsi, but then he goes there and he doesn't think he's gonna fit in. He also has clinical depression, and then he meets another boy and they have a friendship. I don't know if it's just friendship or something more, but he finds himself. This could work for Asian author. It could also work for intersectional identity because I know that there's a lot of talk about mental health, and there might also be some queer characters. I have no idea. Either way, I want to read it. Hopefully this time I actually get to it. The next book I have is the final one I have that I own, that I know that I want to try to read this month, and that is When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. I'm just going to set this down because this is not fun to look at, because I got this from a thrift store without the thing on it, so we're just going to set it down. This is a contemporary romance about our main character whose parents are really overbearing and just want her to like go find a husband, but she wants to go and be an engineer or a software engineer or something like that, and so she's going to this camp over the summer for like software and coding and stuff, something like that, and a romance ensues. You can tell I don't know a lot about this book. I am sorry. This would, I think, just mostly count for books with an Asian author, but again, read lots of books. Everyone give me a second. I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm gonna figure it out. Hold on. Oh my goodness, this was also translated? Fucking A! Holy shit, why did I not know any of this? I'm so idiot. I'm so idiot? Yeah, I really am. The next book that I want to read is Persepolis, The Story of a Childhood by Marjan Satrapi. It was also translated by Matthias Ripa. Matthias Ripa? Matthias Ripa? I don't know. I tried to look up how to pronounce his name, but I couldn't figure it out. I'm very sorry. This follows Marjan's story growing up from ages like 6 to 14 during the Islamic Revolution during Iran. During their childhood. The next one that I possibly want to read is one that you probably are more familiar with, and that is Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Promise, by, there are multiple people. There's Michael Dante DiMartino, there's Brian Konietzko. This, if you don't know what it is a continuation of the show Avatar: The Last Airbender. It picks up right where the show left off and continues more stuff, so I really want to read it because I want to see how things are doing, and I want to see my baby Zuko, and So the next one is one that I've wanted to read for a while and didn't realize until recently that it was by an Asian author. It's called Everyone's an alien if you're an alien too, but alien spelled with a B. There's a B! And this is by Johnny Sun, which apparently is often stylized as Jomny Sun. I don't know if it's pronounced differently, but sometimes it's written as Jomny. It's an illustrated story about an alien who has to come and basically comes to Earth and like observes everybody, like just learns about like love and happiness and that they're like interesting characters. Birds try to eat the sun, nothingness thinks about its existence, lots of stuff like that. Yes, so that one would work for Asian author and for graphic novel comic. Then the final one I want to talk about for now, maybe I'll read others, you never know, is The Dog Who Dared to Dream by Long Sunmi. And it was translated by Chi Young Kim. Okay, I'm just gonna physically read this aloud, so I'm sorry that I'm about to like look down. But this is already a mess anyway. Shut up. This is the story of a dog named Scraggly. Born an outsider because of her distinctive appearance, she spends most of her days in the sun-filled yard of her owner's house. Scraggly has dreams and aspirations just like the rest of us. But each winter, dark clouds descend, and Scraggly is faced with challenges that she must overcome. Through the clouds and even beyond the gates of her owner's house lies the possibility of friendship, motherhood, and happiness. They are there for the taking if Scraggly can just hold on to them, bring them home, and build the life she so desperately desires. I've heard a lot of people say that it's like a very sweet story, but has a lot deeper than it seems, so I wanted to possibly try it out. I was gonna do this one as what I translated instead of Marie Kondo, but I'm struggling to get a hold of it. So if I can get a hold of it, I will definitely read it. But for now, Marie Kondo won. Marie Kondo gets to spark joy. Cool, that's it. Yeah, that's all the books that I'm wanting to read. And in case you want a recap of the books that I am for sure reading, because I suck and I just spent like forever talking about books that I might read, they are The Gilded Wolves, Ms. Marvel Volume 1, Girls of Paper and Fire, The Life-Changing Art of Tidying Up, and 1,000 Beginnings and Endings. Plus possibly all those other books. So, yay! I hope you're doing Asian Readathon too. I think it's a really awesome readathon, and Cindy has made it so accessible. She even, there's a Twitter for it, and from the Twitter you can get to this Google Doc that has literally just this giant list of books that work for all of these challenges, so please go check that out. Please go check out the announcement video. Please go participate in this. If you have any other ideas of what you think I might want to read this month, or if you have some TBR for this month that you're really excited about, let me know. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye!